A big reason that I'm an artist is because it feels like some of the only ways that I can really talk about how I feel are through music.
Welcome back to Beach Weekly Arts, a podcast about entertainment and art in the Long Beach community. This episode continues our series, Banter, which features Long Beach artists. Today is Thursday, September 24th, and I'm your host, Paris Barraza. On this episode, we'll be hearing from artist and producer Joey Nazariego on how quarantine affected their music-making process and the meaning behind their song, Angel Baby.
To do musically is very personal. I spend a lot of time at my piano playing the same 4 chords for hours on end, just thinking of something to say, whatever it is that those chords are saying.
That's Joey, sharing a bit about the process of creating music by themselves. They are already working on their next project, writing and producing a new EP.
One of the songs on there is quite literally a year and 3 months old. And a year and 3 months ago, I never envisioned it to be part of this project, this full idea coming together. But that song is personally about looking for whatever it is inside you that makes you confident, that makes you feel like you can have everybody around you love you. And even if it's a false sense of that. And it's about finding, your confidence, like I said. And I struggled with that recently, creating my next project. I'm channeling a lot of insecurities in the way that I view myself as a Mexican, the way that I view myself as a gay person, the way that I view myself as somebody who can't be around people who don't know what it's like to be misgendered all day long, and who don't know what it's like to have to grown up, displaced because of something you couldn't control. And the whole idea of this EP is to reclaim a lot of that pain, reclaim a lot of that anguish, and turn it into something that is more solidified. You went through all that. Now let it be a part of you, because you just can't forget it. It influences everything you want to say now. And so to have a song that's a year and 3 months old come into a project that I've only been working on for 5 or 6 months and wrap it all together, it's like I planted a seed. And then a year and 3 months later, it finally all came together. And it was about confidence. And through this project, I've learned to love myself a lot more.
Creating music is already a solitary experience for Joey, only to be furthered by the social isolation everyone has experienced these past few months due to the pandemic. But while Joey said that quarantine has been a curse, it has also been a blessing.
Spending a lot of time with just yourself can be really, really, really hard, especially when you have a lot that you don't talk about with yourself. I moved back to Lemoore when all things got called off. The weekend that quarantine really started, I moved back to Lemoore that weekend. And I moved back for 3 months. And so I was at home with my parents for 3 months. And you know what it's like when you're 20 and you move back home with your parents for the first time, that they've seen you for 3 months straight. They fall into their old habits that you've learned to grow from. And so I think one of the things that quarantine has taught me is that no matter how much I think I grow, I still have learning to do. And when it comes to this project specifically, I've had to open up a lot of boxes that I don't open up. As a result, I've become a stronger person. Artistic ideas and my vision has become a little bit clearer, understanding what I want from myself, what I wish I had for myself during this quarantine. This whole time, I've had so much time to reflect on how different this entire self-love, this entire reclamation process would be if I had somebody that was non-binary and Mexican and gay and had a boyfriend and was doing music, strictly doing music when I was 8, 9. There would have been so much more hope in the world for me. And I feel like this quarantine made me realize that I was missing out on a lot of joy. But as a result, I've come to search for it a lot harder. And I've come to search for something inside me personally that makes me want to do music for a reason. And it's because I want to be there for people who wish they had someone there for them.
Dime si me quieres.
This is Joey's song, Angel Baby, which takes inspiration from lo-fi hip-hop. But it is also about hookup culture and Joey's own experience with it.
This song is conceptually about hookup culture in the gay community. It's about how oftentimes young gay people turn 18 and then hook up with random strangers for a period of time because as a gay teenager, you're not exposed to anything and nobody wants to kiss you. So suddenly you're 18, the world is yours. But at the same time, like, I've met so many gay people who are like, have so many weird standards and like messed up standards for the men that they want in their lives because of hookup culture. And so the song, one of the lyrics is "Dime si me quieres o no," and it translates to "tell me if you want me or not." And the truth about it is, like, it's a love song, but it's a love song shrouded by these fantasies of men who don't want me, of men who want nothing but my body. I'm dreaming about being with these men because truthfully, like, when I was hooking up with guys on the regular, like, I wanted a sense of intimacy, but I never got it. And so this song is about the transitional period, about acknowledging and recognizing that maybe hooking up with guys that don't really want me isn't the best for my mental health. And so it's about that point in my life.
Before our interview ended, I asked Joey to share their perspective on how they create their own space in the music industry. I'll leave you with something they said.
To stop caring like what people think of you when you walk into a room. And as somebody who like wears whatever I want and wears a lot of colors and I present, I'm male presenting, I'm not gonna like lie about it, but like when I go to my big band rehearsals and I'm wearing like all pink and like a see-through tank top and like another pink shirt on top just because I want to wear pink today, like, it's not necessarily because I want people to look at me, but it's because I want people to realize, like, you can do whatever you want.
I want to thank Joey for sharing their story and music with us. Check their music out on Apple Music and Spotify at Joey Naz. That's it for this episode of Beach Weekly Arts. I'm Paris Barraza, and thanks for tuning in.